Hello everybody and welcome back to another FNTD updates and leaks video. And in today's video we actually have a lot of leaks for this week and a lot of stuff I'm sure you guys will be excited to hear. And so let's waste no time and go ahead and get into the updates section of the video. So the only real updates we got were from the big update, so the update 40, and it was Trading Plaza revamp, new plaza map, new supercomputer, auctions, raise soul cap to 2 million, new PvP map, new boss raid map, candy cadet helper, decommissioned PvP units, PvP 50 win requirement, new Apex titles, new PvP shop items, and bug fixes. So it was a pretty nice and a pretty big update last week, and it was nice. The auctions is a really neat feature in the Trading Plaza. It's cool to have a new system in the Trading Plaza other than the shop, and you can, now have auctions, and in there's the supercomputer and everything. Just a bunch of nice stuff last update. But like I said, update 40 was the only real updates that we got last week. So now let's go ahead and get on into all of the leaks this week. For this first leak, it actually isn't going to be coming into the game, but it was an idea that the devs had, and it's, should shiny apexes be normal in PvP mode, shiny boosters will still get their additional boosts. And most people were saying yes, but they ended up scrapping that poll, which as you can see, I disliked it because I don't like the idea of people like going for shiny apexes and everything and them not being useful in PvP mode. And I think the top grinders and people who absolutely worked and searched for apexes to make their perfect team should be rewarded when they play PvP to have a better team. Then we have another poll here, should we continue having evos for event apexes? And most people actually said no. So people don't like the evoing during the events, which is understandable because it leads to a lot of confusion between whether the evo or the normal variant is going to be cost more. And so yeah, I can understand why most people don't want the evos during the event for the apexes. And the reason why they are asking this is because they actually confirmed, as you can see on screen, that we are getting an event this week, a new event finally. I'm definitely excited for this because stay tuned and you're gonna see what this event is actually going to be. Then to go along with the new event, we have a poll here. Next event Apex should be 1 summons or 2 grind like Chronos, and most people want a grind like Chronos, which is very surprising because last time we had to grind for Chronos, people just complained and complained and complained, and then they wanted to go back to summons, but now they want to go back to grinding, which is why that is super surprising. But there are new people, and so they might not want to work and have it be luck based, so we'll see how it goes. And now that all the talk around the event has been, hyped up, here's what the event is going to be. If you look on screen now, you can see that it is going to be a space event, which is definitely super hype. I can't wait to try this out, and I might have to come back and, try and grind and get that, whatever the Apex is going to be. I'm sure it's going to be really sick if it's space themed. And so yeah, if you want to see the update firsthand, then make sure to stop by at the stream tomorrow. Then for our last sort of leak, we have a poll here where you can actually decide what should be improved in the game. I'm not going to read it all out, but you can see on screen all of these choices that you can choose from to have your opinion heard on what should be better in the game. I think it's great to be having this kind of poll because most people are giving up on the game, and so to have this be here and to get feedback and improve what people most want improved is definitely a step in the right direction. And I'm going to introduce something new to the updates and leaks, and I'm actually going to be talking about value. So at the end of each week we can see what changes have been made, and I can give my insight on what I think is going to rise or fall later. If we take a look at the apexes, Astro Bonnie went down to 80k, Old Man Consequences went down to 100k, Apollo Sun went down to 30k, Black Ice went down to 18k, and Grave Lord went to 100k. Now, if I had to guess, I have a feeling all of these are going to drop a bit more, especially Astral and Old Man, because you can still easily get these. Now moving on to ARG/developer, and it went from 1.5 plus mil to OC. Now ARG is kind of hard to predict, but I have a feeling it'll stay rising and stay expensive due to it being a limited, and I think it's like only 100 exist. Now taking a look at Evos, we have Shiny Apollo's Moon from 950k to 1 million, then Shiny Bomber Boy with a max of 175k to a max of 180k, Shiny Agonized Springtrap from 100k plus to 125k to 150k. Shiny Animdude went from 50k plus to 50k to 75k plus. Now since Animdude is becoming a bit more OG, I can have a feeling that he is going to rise a little bit, and because he will always be pretty meta and endless and boss raids. Agonized Springtrap, same reason he's pretty OG, and Shiny Bomber Boy is another really OG unit, so I can see those rising. Apollo's Moon, since it's shiny, it has a better version of its ability, so I could see that rising a little bit, but I'm not sure if it'll rise a crazy amount. And for Nightmare Soulmate Puppet, slowly decreasing. Shiny's Flaming Springtrap went from 70 to 80, all the way down to 70. Juggernaut Bonnie from 8k to a low of 7.5k. Moondrop 50 to 55 to 50k. Banny 50k to 45 to 50. I think a lot of these are going to drop due to them being, high in exist, and they are pretty easy to find, and they are really obtainable. Now for the long list of secrets, we have Shiny Fazbear Mafia rising to 150k, Shiny Crying Child rising to a max of 250k, Shiny Rockin' Bonnie to a max of 1.3k, Shiny Scott to 600k plus, Shiny Abyssal Foxy to a max of 325k plus, Shiny Freddle to a max of 350k, Shiny Commando Endo to a max of 225k, Shiny Fan to a low of 300k, Shiny Rave Demon Bonnie to a big 50k, Purple Guy from 800 to 2k, and Phone Guy from 1k to 2k. I'm not sure why Purple Guy and Phone Guy are rising. I mean, I think they're just okay starters, and they might be coming in meta in like PvP or something. I'm not too sure. The rest of the units on the list that have risen are OG units, so they're going to continue to rise. And Shiny Fan is going to drop, I'm sure, because as long as the season is out, they made the change that you can just come into the shop and buy him now. So it's no longer a 2-day limit per account, and so I think it'll continue to drop. And so yeah, that's all that we got today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Make sure to stay tuned for the stream tomorrow, and also make sure you go down and like, subscribe to the main channel. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.